The following is a presentation of Studio Audrain, powered by the Mexico Ledger.
Hey, and good morning, everybody. Happy WrestleMania weekend. For those who celebrate, I'm Matt Pilger, and this is the Mexico Ledger Saturday morning sports show, live from Slumberland here in Mexico. And as always, we're going to highlight our local coaches and our local athletes. Coming to us from the Van Far High School, the golf team. As a matter of fact, we've got head coach Jay Orr. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
We're glad to have you here. Also, junior Kaleb Baskett, and good morning to you.
Good morning.
And, we'll just get right into it. You guys had a meet yesterday. I didn't know if you were going to get it in or not because the weather was a little bit crazy, but let's start off there. It was in Hannibal, 20 teams. Tell us how you guys did.
We ended up 14th out of the 20th teams. We had a lot of big schools there, too. You know, we're playing Kirksville, Fulton, Hannibal, a lot of the bigger schools. So for a 1A school like Van Far, we competed really well with them in difficult conditions. We simulated the ball down, so they didn't get to play the ball up or anything like that. So this is a golf as it's meant to be played. The guys performed, really, really well. I was kind of pleased with them.
Very nice. Kaleb, talk to us about your performance yesterday. As I understand it, it was just a little bit windy out there.
Yeah, it was pretty tough. I mean, there's a lot of holes playing a lot longer than usual. Club selection kind of hurt us, but I didn't put on a very good performance. Not as good as I wanted to, but I mean, it's tough conditions. I don't have to play well at that course. Just looking forward to conference and district courses to play. So. Not too upset about it.
No, definitely a lot of time, to get everything together. And as you said, the weather conditions definitely impacting. Coach Orr, you're back at the Van Far program there for a couple of very successful runs. Talk a little bit about 2019. I think you guys had a third place finish.
Yes,
2018, fifth place finish.
Yes,
talk about coming back to the program, if you will.
Really, these guys, they really inspired me to come back and to see if I could really help them, or if my wife could we could help them and take them to that next level, to try to raise a banner out there. It was just trying to get a little bit of education to them, intelligence, and see what they could do to help them. That's the main reason to come back. See what I can do.
Absolutely. Kaleb, you're a junior on the team, but I believe you've already made the trip to state twice. Just kind of talk a little bit about how that experience has shaped you into to this season and kind of some of the things that you're working on.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a pretty cool experience the last 2 years. My freshman year, we went as a team, and then last year we didn't quite make that cut at districts, but I still qualified individually, and just looking forward to maybe another year qualifying as a team. I mean, we're in a tough district. We're going to have to play some good golf. We're all going to have to kind of get back into playing a little better. I mean, but I'm really looking forward to it. Like you said, maybe placing in the top four and maybe all-state. Really looking forward to this year, though.
Are you a little sore after the meet yesterday? Does that impact you at all? Or is it just old folks like me?
Well, it might be, but
right.
The legs burn a little bit going up them big hills. Got to take a little break in between walking and then to the shot, but it's not too bad.
All right, very nice. Coach, tell us what how many folks went out for golf this season? Numbers good?
We have 6, which is good. Good for a small school like Van Far. When you get 4, 5, or 6 guys or gals that come out and play, so. We got 6 coming out. We've got a couple that are just now taking up the game, and I'm kind of impressed with them. And how they develop, and how they're moving, and how they listen, and how they are doing. So they're really making great strides. So it's very, very encouraging to watch these guys come along. So
very nice. Well, listen, guys, I appreciate you coming out this morning. I want to wish you the best of luck on the rest of the season. We got a couple more of your guys getting ready to come on here in a minute, but thanks for coming out this morning.
We appreciate you having us. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it. We do want to thank our sponsor here, our studio sponsor, Slumberland Furniture of Mexico. Friends and Family 4-day only event is getting ready to take place, and that's going to be next weekend. It's going to run April 24th through the 27th. It's an invite only, and consider yourself invited. As a matter of fact, 50% off, and plus you can take an extra 15% off. So come out to Slumberland, check that out next week. Also, other sponsors, including the Weber family of pharmacies, United Credit Union of Mexico, the Arthur Center Community Health, the Mexico School District, the Community R6 School District, and of course the Van Far School District. As we bring on our next set of guests here, we're going to keep golfing here. As a matter of fact, as we bring in Bryce Redding and also Kasen Christian. And good morning, guys.
Good morning.
All right, let's talk a little bit about the Hannibal meet. We'll start off with you, Kasen. It was windy, very, very windy yesterday. How did you do out there?
Not great. It wasn't my best showing, but I think, there was a lot to learn there. It's a tougher course than anything we've came across this year. It's not, anything like what we play. So it was a good experience for us to get out there and kind of get used to some faster greens and some, tougher lies playing the ball down for sure. You don't know what you're going to get when you play the ball down. You know? So that was exciting. It's just a good chance to learn and get out of school and spend a day playing golf.
That's right, absolutely.
You can't complain about that at all.
No,
So.
Bryce, do you second that motion? Is it good to get out of school?
Oh, yeah, very much.
Right.
I mean, that's what my grandpa was telling me earlier. If you play bad, at least you're skipping school. So.
Okay, all right. Tell us a little bit about how you did yesterday with the weather the way it was.
I didn't play my best, and it's a course, we're not used to with the fast greens and bigger greens, too, honestly. And it was very windy, like you said, and it was just hard to play. You had to use different clubs for different distances,
Yeah, absolutely. Kasen, you're a senior on the team here.
Yes.
Talked, last 2 years, you've been a leader on this team. Talk to us a little bit about, what you say being the leader on the team to some of the younger guys coming out for golf.
It's kind of tougher it's tough to get some younger guys out. We've had our core group kind of together for, since we were freshmen and stuff. Me and Pacey playing together since we were freshmen, and then Kaleb joined in our sophomore year when we made a run as a team, which was really cool. And then Bryce joining last year was nice, and we got a good core group of 4 guys there that kind of, together. And then we have 2 more kids that joined, and they just started playing. And I think it's good to see, people starting to play the game, and they're improving really well and fast. So They ought to have a good little career plan for the next 4 years. So
Very nice. Bryce, golf's a really mental game. Just kind of tell us how you stay focused and locked in, especially like yesterday with the wind blowing all over the place.
Yeah, I always trying to think, try and play like the next shot. Don't think about what you did. Think about how you're going to do the next one, and try and just forget what you did,
Yeah, just keep on keeping on. Whenever you look back at your Van Far golf career, what do you hope has helped set the standard for the program?
I would say just, playing the game. It was the way it was supposed to be played, and I think our run my sophomore year was really special. Just being able to a good group of 4 guys just going out, and we had fun, and we played good golf, and that was really fun. Last year was fun too. We were all playing well. We had fun playing together, and it sucked we didn't make it as a team. But me and Kaleb got to go, and that was really cool. So,
Yeah.
Well,
let's talk about some personal goals. Bryce, what would a successful season be for you this year?
I think a good season would be, probably shooting a good score that I think I can shoot well in, probably around somewhere in the 90s. I feel like would be good for me, and also not putting as much because it's something I feel like I struggle with.
Yeah, no doubt. You're not the only one, sir. I'll tell you that. Kasen, for you, what's a successful senior season look? How do you want to go out?
I think a successful senior season is us going to Moberly for districts and putting up a good team score and giving them a run at it, and maybe bringing home hardware from there and moving on to state as a team.
All right. Well, listen, guys, I appreciate you all coming out. I know that prom is on the horizon. So,
Yes, it is.
Yes. Any ideas where we're going to eat at tonight, or is that still up for debate? Or
I wanted to go to Teddy Joe's, but I
Teddy
don't
Joe's.
think so. I don't think
Okay.
my date's going to let that happen.
Well, there's still a little time.
Yeah,
You can
there's
still
still
lobby
hope.
for that. All right,
Yes, sir.
guys. Thank you guys
Yep,
so much.
thank you guys so much for having us on.
Yeah, Van Far golfers, of course, Bryce Redding and also the senior Kasen Christian here this morning as we thank our sponsors once again, our studio sponsor, Slumberland Furniture of Mexico, and we're going to tell you about this all morning long, but you'll have to check it out. It's an invite only, April 24th through the 27th. The Friends and Family Deal. You can tell them that you're a friend of the Mexico Ledger Saturday Morning Sports Show. Get 50% off plus an extra 15%, and that takes place next weekend here at Slumberland. Other sponsors include the Weber Family of Pharmacies, the Arthur Center Community Health, the United Credit Union of Mexico, the Mexico School District, the Van Far School District, and the Community R6 School District. And we're just going to stay in Vandalia, as a matter of fact, and we're going to bring on a couple of more gentlemen from the Van Far High School. As a matter of fact, coming on right now is we've got Brett Redding and also the Activities Director, Mr. Robbie Bates. And good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Glad to have you here. Robbie, we're going to start off with you because we have an announcement to make. A vacancy has been filled at the boys basketball team as far as the head coach, and we'll let you tell a little bit about that.
Well, received a letter this spring that Coach Pat Conaway was going to step away, retiring from 17 years at Van Far, a very successful 17 years, and so we had to fill his position, and couldn't think of a better person to fill that position, to step in, than Brett Redding. Has been the assistant coach there for the last 16, 17 years?
No, 20.
20?
Something.
20 years. So couldn't think of a better person to step in and handle the position.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, congratulations
No, thank
on the new head coaching position. When you found out that you were going to be the next head coach following Coach Conaway, what emotions did you feel knowing that about the legacy that you're stepping into?
I had the great opportunity for the last, I think it's actually 21 years, probably 2005. So if my math is right, I think it's 21 seasons. I had the great opportunity to work with first Brian Minnie in the first 3 or 4 years of my career there, and then the last 17, great friend and mentor, Coach Conway. And it is just you want two guys in school history to look at. They both had very successful careers, and it's good to be around good people and get accustomed to what can drive a successful program. So. Glad to be stepping in, and just looking forward to what we can do.
Absolutely. Kind of talk to us a little bit about the search, and Robbie, how important was it to maintain continuity within the basketball program and also allow the next era to begin?
Well, I mean, when you have an opening like this, obviously at a school like Van Far where they've had success. I mean, since 2004, they've won 2 state championships, been to the Final Four, numerous district titles. You're gonna draw interest. But we had candidates that we brought in to interview. We had some great interviews, but in the end, experience, in my opinion, experience wins out. Coach Redding is. Again, he's very familiar with the program. Not only, since I've been here, he's been the assistant varsity coach, but he stepped in and helped out with the junior high program. So he is very familiar with those kids that are going to be coming up. And that really kind of played a big factor for me in making a decision to promote Coach Redding.
Absolutely. Well, Coach Redding, what parts of the program do you want to keep in place, and how do you put your own stamp on things for Van Far boys basketball?
Well, I don't think that you want to go around reinventing the wheel. There's a lot of good, and you just kind of hold on to that and keep a lot of things similar. The new stamp, as far as what is just, you have to change and adapt to each new team. We're graduating a pretty big class, but we're not going to be young by any means. We've got a lot of underclassmen that are going to be seniors that are going to be stepping up into different roles, and just finding their identity and figuring out as a coach. Your job is, hey, how do I make it work with this group? Been doing it for 20 years now, and there are things that are just one way. Like this is a must, but then there's also places to adapt and to find new ways to win.
Absolutely. Robbie, you not only filled the head coaching position for the boys basketball team, but several other positions were filled this week. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, between myself and our high school principal, we've been very busy over the last week. We've had a lot of interviews. Not only did we fill the head boys basketball position, we filled our head junior high boys basketball position. We've also hired a new assistant softball coach for next year. We added a assistant high school football coach and hired a new head junior high track position. So,
wow. You have definitely been busy.
Yes.
Coach, tell us a little bit about what fans can expect from Van Far boys basketball for next year, if you will.
Well, I'd like to hopefully think that they're going to get to see the same values instilled. We're a very tight-knit group that's going to play extremely hard. We're going to act and look the part. That's something that Coach Conway always stressed under his tenure here. It was look good, play good, act professional, handle yourself with class. So we're going to continue to do all those things, and then, hopefully we get a group that buys in, that really puts the effort out there. And I think the fans, more than watching successful teams, they want to watch teams that have passion about the game and they play hard. You can go watch a talented team and think, they just loafed it tonight. But it's always more fun. High school is about watching what kids can really, when they're really giving it all. And I think that's why high school sports is so important. It's the fun ends watching a good group, and we have one of those coming.
Well, guys, we appreciate you coming out here, and we enjoyed talking to you guys and all the athletes from Van Far, and hope to continue to do that in the future. Best of luck to both of you.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Mr. Bates, Mr. Robbie Bates, and also Coach Redding here from Van Far High School. And we do want to thank our studio sponsor once again, Slumberland Furniture of Mexico. Friends and family, the 4 days only event, invite only, and you are invited, April 24th through the 27th next weekend. 50% off, and also an extra 15% off of already reduced prices. No interest for 72 months, half off of full service delivery. I don't think it gets much better than that. It's a big event, and everybody should come and check that out. As a matter of fact, other sponsors include the Weber Family of Pharmacies, the United Credit Union of Mexico, the Arthur Center Community Health, the Mexico School District, the Van Far School District, and of course the Community R6 School District. And we're going to bring on, we're going to kick it with the Mexico girls soccer team here. As a matter of fact, coming out here right now is the head coach Brad Norton and also Brenda Matuz, and welcome into the program. Thanks for coming out this morning.
Thanks for having us.
Glad to have you here. We're going to start off with you, Coach Norton. You're in your first year with the program. I believe you moved here from Utah, as a matter of fact.
Correct.
What have you learned the most about Mexico girls soccer in just one season, if you will?
We have a lot of awesome young women.
Yeah.
And we need a little more consistency and a little bit of work from a soccer program. The biggest thing is, the girls have an opportunity to participate in something different every season, whereas in Utah, a lot of them, you're dedicating yourself to one sport, and that's basically all you end up doing.
Gotcha. Brenda, you're a big scoring option for the Mexico Lady Bulldogs soccer team. How do you approach each match knowing the teams are going to be keying in on you offensively?
I go into the game thinking this is going to be a tough game, but we have a group of girls that is very supportive, and we are always there for each other. And so I go in knowing that even if I can't give 100%, my team is always there for me. So
yeah, very much a team player over here, Brenda. We want to talk about a big win, as a matter of fact, over your rival Fulton. 4-1, Coach, was the win. And how important was that moment in confidence, for the team building up in that win?
Absolutely. No, it was huge. We talked just the day before about being able to withstand adversity. And if we get down a score early, being able to fight back and say there's a lot of game left. And we came out against Fulton and we started strong like we have in these other games. They got a goal, and it was great to see the girls fight back and get that second goal. And we had a goal at halftime, as a team, like, let's score the first 5 minutes. They worked together, we got that goal, and you could just see a little bit of momentum change. I mean, and we kind of lived on their side of the field, and they kept fighting all the way till the whistle blew to end the game. It was great.
Yeah, Brenda, talk about that win against Fulton. How big was that for you? And talk a little bit about your performance there, if you will.
It was a really nice win. It was exciting to see all of my teammates score. This game I played more on the defensive side, but I saw a lot of great teamwork up there. We were talking more, we were making good passes, and it just ended up working well for everyone at the end. So I was really excited about that.
Yeah, super exciting. As a matter of fact, FIFA World Cup is going to be coming to Kansas City. Any interest in that, Brenda? Or have you been watching that? Are you going to try and watch it on TV? Are you going to try and go to the event? Or is that on your radar at all?
I've heard about it. My brother's the one who's actually more excited about that than
Alex?
I am. Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, but maybe I'll hear about it, see it. He'll probably watch it, so I'll probably watch it with him. But I'm sure that'll be exciting to watch.
Very nice, Coach. You tell him about the FIFA World Cup coming to Kansas City. Do you bring that on to everybody's plate and tell them a little bit about that?
Very, very. We've mentioned it, but honestly, we've been so focused on the season that
Yeah.
we've forgotten that it's even that close. That it's just, starting now.
Yeah.
And it's in our backyard. I'll definitely be watching. It's a great opportunity to see some Premier Soccer.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting coming in June to Kansas City, as a matter of fact. Coach, tell us a little bit about numbers for the team this year. How's participation, and kind of assess where you're at right now with the program and moving forward.
Yeah, absolutely. So we ended up 23, 24 girls, and I say it like that. We've struggled. I think we've had 2 games where we've had all girls present this season, and that's 11 games into the season. We've had some injuries. Some girls have had some really good opportunities with school to participate in some other activities. And so, we would like to get those numbers up, obviously. But at this point, our focus moving forward is going to be on quality over quantity. And really finding girls that have a soccer understanding or an aptitude to learn, that have a good athletic background, that have some good speed, some endurance. Soccer is a very rigorous sport, and you're going constantly. And so, we have a young team right now. We brought some of our older girls with today. Brenda's going to be around with us next season. We're going to lose some great seniors, but we do have a lot of young contributors, and we do have some 8th graders that are coming up that should be able to contribute next year as well. So we're excited for what the future holds based off of what we're building as a team.
Absolutely, Brenda. It's hard to believe you're just a junior because you've been around the soccer program for a while now. Kind of talk a little bit about the chemistry of the team, and is girls soccer growing in Mexico, do you believe?
Yes, I do believe it's growing, and so I've been around for a while now. I think I started playing fire soccer when I was younger, and then I've been around with this group of girls for a while. So last year, the seniors that graduated, I played soccer with them for a long time. And then them leaving, it took kind of a toll on us, but we had other 8th graders coming up, and we've been trying really hard to work together and to grow our team. And then they have other 8th graders that they played with in the past. So I'm sure that next year we'll all know a little more of, connections, and we'll probably play,
Yeah, getting ready to head into the second half of the season.
Yes.
Hard to believe everything's going to be over in May, but listen, guys, appreciate you coming out, and we'd like to stay in contact with you and find out how the rest of the season goes.
Sounds good. Appreciate it.
All right. Thank you guys for coming out this morning. The head coach of the Mexico Lady Bulldogs girls soccer team, Brad Norton. Also junior Brenda Matuz is, we thank our studio sponsor once again, Slumberland Furniture of Mexico. Friends and Family 4 days only event coming April 24th through the 27th. 50% off, an extra 15% off of already reduced prices. check that out for sure. Also, United Credit Union of Mexico, the Weber family of pharmacies, the Arthur Center Community Health Mexico School District, Community R6 School District, and the Van Far School District. We're sticking with soccer this morning. As a matter of fact, our next guests are on the set here. Bailey Christianson, senior, good morning to you.
Good morning.
And also Kylie Cox, and a junior, and good morning to you as well.
Good morning.
Glad to have you all here. We want to start off with Bailey. We've been talking about that 4-1 win over Fulton. How exciting was that? And talk a little bit about how you performed during that game, if you will.
So I have actually not been with the team, like, with a win since, when we played Fulton. So
Okay.
I was there for that win, and it really filled my heart because we have been waiting for a moment like this. It just felt like a real good victory for us because they were, pretty good competitors.
Yes.
I was glad to see it. And then after that first score, I was a little bit like, so we have to really kick it into high gear. So that's what we did. I remember Brenda said, keep your head up. That's the thing that I remember she said, keep your head up.
Yeah.
And then Gwen went and she scored 2 goals. And that really put us in a position for me to score that third goal. And man, it felt good to score that third goal.
Yeah, I bet it did. Kylie, talk to us a little bit about that Fulton game. How did you do in your assessment of that win?
That was one of the most fun games we've played so far. It was really like a good moment because we'd been down for a little bit. We haven't had the people who are our starters and who just like have a good understanding of soccer. We haven't had everyone there. And that game, it was really fun because, like she said in the beginning, we did get down, but no one stopped playing. And so as those goals kept coming, it was like it did make us realize the lesson we learned in practice the day before, like it really does mean something, and to keep fighting is like it's very important.
Absolutely. Bailey, tell us what position would you say best describes you this season on the team?
Best describes me.
Yes.
Started out the season playing defense, and that's kind of been my home base for a while just because I understand what to do in a scenario when you have 2 people coming down, 1 person coming down the field. But recently I've been playing up just a little bit more because we have people like Brenda that do good on the back line and some younger girls that are sophomores. I think the role that best describes me at the moment is honestly probably midfield, which I've only been playing recently. But it's because I can move wherever and help out whenever I need and really just guide my teammates so they can score the goals that they need to score.
Yeah. Kylie, let's talk about that Fulton game still. I'm still excited about that. You had a corner kick and guided it off the goalie late in the game. What was something you saw developing in that, and did your instinct just kind of take over there?
With that goal, it was kind of funny and like a turning moment for me too, because when Brad told me to take that kick, in the video you can actually see me kind of like put my hands up, and I was like confused because that's not my side.
Yeah.
So I was like, you want me to take it?
Uh-huh.
And I didn't realize that there was 30 seconds left. I didn't even know. So good thing I was running. But I got down to the corner, and when I set the ball, I heard her start counting down from 10, and I was like, oh my God. So I just kicked the ball. And it was crazy because I've been working on trying to curve those corners in, but I have never worked on it from the right side. So it like also showed that like you can get in your head a little bit. And in that moment, when I heard her count from 10, I thought about nothing else but getting the ball off the ground. And it finally landed in the goal, and that was really fun for me.
Absolutely. Bailey, I've heard you talk this morning about how Brenda's given you some advice, and it's been very helpful. You're a senior on the team. What kind of advice do you give your younger teammates on the team?
The type of advice that I like to give our younger teammates is that we're always there no matter what, because I feel like sometimes life will get us down, and Coach Brad has been really good about teaching us not to let things get to us and make the game feel a little bit more difficult than it actually is. And so I like to try and give them positivity, give them support, give them what they need to really succeed, and that's what I care about the most, is seeing them succeed.
Very nice. Well, we're coming up on our time break. It's the fastest 30 minutes in local high school sports. As a matter of fact, we do want to thank you guys for coming out this morning. Best of luck on the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Thanking our studio sponsor once again, Slumberland Furniture, Friends and Family event next weekend. Check that out. Also, other sponsors, United Credit Union of Mexico, the Weber Family of Pharmacies, Mexico School District, Van Far School District, the Community R6 School District. Thanks to all of our sponsors. Thanks to Logan Ray and Slumberland for hosting us each and every Saturday morning. I'm Matt Pilger, our producer, Jeremy Jacob. It's the Mexico Ledger Saturday Morning Sports Show, live from Slumberland.